The fact that you can say it, maybe that you'll never do it, but what do you feel like? I want to know what you feel like as a mother.
Well, obviously, terrified. I mean, if my daughter comes to me and says, I have tried this, and she came and told me many years later, when she actually did try whatever she tried, I was completely unaware. And I think that's what actually has broken my heart, that I as a mother who's so all-pervasive, so loving, so vigilant, so, I didn't know. That has broken my heart. I mean, like, how did I not know? And when she told me many years later, I got frightened as a person, but that other person, that other mother in me came over that and just took over. And I went on autopilot and I said, okay, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, I had to formulate a program so that my daughter could not do this again. And that's what I did. And as a mother, that's what I would do. But I have to say, obviously, when I saw Barkha's show and I was sitting there all alone in my flat in London, I wept buckets. Not because this was a new thing that I was hearing, just because the show it just came from such a pure place in the heart, and there was nothing that was held back, and it just reached out and flew all those miles across the universe to anybody who was watching it, I think. And I think that's really,
Anymore. I don't see the message. What am I missing? This makes less sense every day, every moment. Firstly, no, but I'm like, how are you so okay, like writing this and people reading? I don't understand. Like, this is like, how? Like, what were you thinking when you're like, okay, I'm going to put my pain out there for everybody to just read? And I have read out, this is the year your book released last year. This is the year your paperback is coming out. It's such a big year for you. And you still say things like, I'm useless, I'm unlovable. I want to understand how you're feeling that way.
Okay. It's all surface. They don't give a damn whether you are a cocaine addict, whether you have an alcohol problem, whether you're taking sleeping pills. As long as you look okay and you show up and your waist size is a certain, circumference, it's all good, because nobody cares what's happening on the inside. But I just want to go back to the day when my mother woke me up one afternoon and said, wake up Pooja, you have a sister. And it was the 28th of November, and my father called her from the hospital when Soni gave birth to you. And it was a moment that I won't forget. And people might look at us and say that, oh, you guys are a very dysfunctional family, but I can assure you, our dysfunctionality is far more functional than most of your functionality. And I do know that this is one girl who, to be able to say that I'm not okay, is such a relief. And I remember you giving me this lesson when I was very young, and I was coming back from Goa, from a rave, and it was New Year's Eve, and everybody was feeling great revelry. I was feeling damn low in the middle of all of that. And I called him and I said that, I'm feeling almost suicidal. I just want to walk into the ocean and never come back. What would be lost to mankind? So he said, if you...
First open. बजाओ ना नहीं आया